seems to me the more you watch sports these days, the more it calls for legal thinking. I'm not trying to elevate the profession of lawyers, but I am trying to say that interpretation of rules has become a complicated matter. There's the recent catch, was it a touchdown or not, involving James of the Pittsburgh Steelers that turned out to be really the deciding factor in the crucial game, regular season game of the Patriots against the Steelers. But this is not peculiar to football. In baseball, for example, you hear this all the time, and there's one time I remember in the 2003 playoffs, Oakland versus the Red Sox, in which Miguel Tejada, the Oakland A's shortstop who was running the bases, stopped on an interference call. He didn't understand the rule, and he was tagged out because of certain clauses in what constitutes a live play and things of that nature. That allowed the Red Sox to win that game and win that series, and thus they went on to play the Yankees. Maybe it would have been better had they not won, because they wouldn't have suffered the painful agony of Aaron Boone's Game 7 home run. It was in 2003 that this Tejada event in the Oakland series and then the Yankees series took place. But the point is we are dealing with an increasingly legalistic society that has touched on so many different pursuits, including sports. So often you hear these questions about the rules, and it's not just to review the action on the field, but it is to apply the rule to the action. And that reminds me so often of what goes on with an analysis or an application of law to the facts and then a decision. When we're talking about sports and we're talking about law, I'm thinking of arbitration. Arbitration is a term I first heard before I went to law school. It was in the mid-1970s, and baseball adopted something where if a player with a certain number of years could not come to an agreement on a contract with his team, there would be an arbitration. The difference was with baseball arbitration, the arbitrator would choose either the team's offer or the player's demand, and not in between. We deal in a different kind of way with arbitrations, and mediations are also different. Those are voluntary, and the mediator doesn't have the authority of an arbitrator. But our arbitrations for personal injury cases are not, they could be, but they're almost never baseball arbitrations where the arbitrator chooses one designation, one designated amount, or the other. So there is this mix, this merging of sports and law, and I find it quite interesting. Thank you.